welcome back to our vlog this week. Welcome back to our channel. This week is going to be a different focus. So I have some points to get through and I'm hoping that I can do that without getting too sidetracked. But Happy's been great. He's been doing wonderful. Like, he's been riding ahead of my leg. He's been feeling amazing until last week. Last week he started to, every time I would go into the arena, basically like get really sucked back and behave the way he used to behave when I first bought him, which was really dead to the leg, really not listening to me, and just really not fun to ride, becoming like a huge workout to ride. So I haven't ridden him with a crop or spurs in a long time. Stephanie, my old trainer, was very, very much against it and did not want me using spurs, which I agree a little bit because my lower leg is pretty wobbly at times, especially at the trot. So like I wouldn't be able to totally control when I was using them. And she wouldn't let us use crops either. I could use a dressage whip, but like I just don't think it was like the right thing. And he really hated the dressage whip when I used it as like my leg. So after like 2 rides of him being super dead to my leg last week, I was riding in the jump arena and there was a crop on like the little area where people sit to watch the lessons. And I picked it up and like immediately his attitude changed. He was listening to my leg aids at a normal leg pressure. He was moving off my leg. It was perfect. And I did have to reinforce my leg a couple times with him, but like with the crop, he did so much better. So I do have a crop. I think I sold my spurs, but I do have a crop. Unfortunately, it's in storage as I'm still not moved into my final like house. And so I ordered a crop off of Amazon. It got here and I'm going to try it today. And I'm just going to do a flat ride. I'm going to see how he behaves under saddle with it. And you guys can come along and see. And there's someone coming, so I'm going to stop this right now. All right, so let me just finish what I was saying. So I'm going to ride with the crop today. I was even hesitant to post this and to like even make a big deal out of it just because I don't want people to like come into my comments and be like, oh, you shouldn't use crops and spurs and blah, blah, blah. And my intent with this is to not use these forever, to not use the crop forever. My intent is to use it right now as for what it means to be, which is a training aid to reinforce my legs so that he stops getting to a point where I have to just kick him constantly to keep him going. So on the days that he's forward, at least with a crop, I don't have to use it. I can just hold it, which he, as we all know, has been spicy. And the days that he's not, which is how he's been this last week, I can use my crop and just say, hey, let's get moving, and he gets moving and we can have a ride. I also don't want to abuse it in the sense of, I get a little greedy in the sense of like, oh, I'm really excited that he's moving. So I'm going to try my hardest to keep our rides easy with the crop and just have him working a little better and a little easier off my leg, but not like long drawn out rides that he's going to even hate riding even more in a sense in the arena. Like I don't think he hates it now, but he definitely gets sucked back when I go in the arena as opposed to like the way he jets around the property when we're just on a trail ride or a hack. So yeah, there's like a lot of goals here that I'm going to try to keep in place, and I think I'll probably go over this more in the voiceover since I'm at the barn and I haven't really collected my thoughts very much. Like I probably am missing some points that I wanted to make. So anyways, gonna finish putting everything away and putting everything out for Happy so I can get him tacked up and then we'll ride.
He's waiting. What a good boy. He said, here he is. He's ready to go roll in the sand pit. Good boy. There's a little bird in there. Here you go. Yeah, hi. You're so shiny. Look how shiny. Oh, good boy. All right, let's go let you roll while I take all your stuff out of the tack room. Good boy.
Okay, I wanted to start by saying there's a couple of things that I'm addressing with the crop. I want Happy to be more forward off my leg, which he always starts the ride pretty forward off my leg at the walk. I want him to stop stopping. So you'll see here, oh, I edited it out actually. But here he just randomly just stopped. And I feel like there must be something I'm doing in my body or otherwise that he's sensing, and so he stops. And I want him to stop doing that. And then I also want, when I ask in a gait, like in the walk, the trot, or the canter, for a little bit more, I want him to be able to give me more as opposed to when I put my leg on. He usually sucks back a little bit, and I think he gets confused because my thinking while riding him with this crop, especially after this first ride with it, is that he thinks that the leg and the crop only mean go as fast as you can. I don't think he thinks that they mean do a little bit more, um, change from a walk to a trot or a trot to a canter. I think he thinks it just means go as fast as you can. So you'll see when we start trotting that he's going to look lame. And what was happening was he was trying to canter because he knew the crop was there, he could see it, and I was kind of getting after him, like there. He kind of slowed down and wasn't listening. And he thinks, okay, let's go, let's go, let's go as fast as we can. So you're going to see him trotting and like almost four beating into a canter. It took me the good portion of the ride, so about 15 minutes of trotting and cantering and getting him to settle. And as soon as I got him to settle is when we stopped. And I said he was a great boy, got off, we finished the ride. So let this ride play out a little bit, and I'll come back in when I feel like I need to clarify something. And I know there his legs got a little bit quick and they're getting quick. And I know that's something that Stephanie used to really dislike in Happy. And she always wanted him to be more, have more impulsion and more lift. But I really think for him to understand what I'm asking of him with the crop and with my leg, he has to get quick with his legs and then figure out that that means impulsion and not just go faster. So it's just a whole learning process for him. And then also for me, I'm having to learn to be better with my hands. I've noticed that when he comes out of a stretch or a little bit of collection, I take up more rein to force him back into a collection, which I'm going to start working on and pay more attention to, letting my hands just follow him and not take rein or give rein for that matter. And I think that he will start to learn, which he usually has the past two rides. So this ride and on my Sunday ride, which was the ride right after that, he kind of started to get at the end that when I asked for just a little bit more in the trot or the canter, but mainly the trot because the canter he does not have the strength for, um, he was able to push just a couple strides. And I know it's really hard work for him. So we've been keeping our rides short and we'll probably keep them short for the next couple of weeks just so that he can start building, start understanding what I'm asking, and not be like super, super tired and sore and not wanting to do this work. But yeah, it's interesting because I do feel like he needs to be quick legged in order for him to be able to slow down and have lift and realize that he has to move in a different way than just being fast. So yeah, it's a different philosophy than what I'm used to being told in my lessons, but it's something that I'm going to try because I feel like it's going to work better with Happy. Okay, and that was a really good example of I asked for just a little bit more trot and we were going laterally, so I wanted him to lift and go laterally, and his interpretation of that was I need to go faster and canter. And so when that's been happening and I've not been explicitly asking for the canter like I did, I guess I'm going to soon, but that was also not an ask for canter. I just sit and let him canter a couple strides and then he'll get the message that we're not cantering and then come back to a trot and then I start working on that again. But I don't want him to start anticipating that he has to go fast. I want him to understand that leg does not always mean just go quick. Leg means a lot of things, and it's just something he never has had the concept of. And it's just very, very clear to me now that that's actually what's happening, more so than him being dead to the leg, is that he's just never really understood what leg means. So again, just the theme of this video is that my horse doesn't understand that leg can mean laterals, leg can mean give me more impulsion, leg can mean slow down, leg can mean do a gait change. Like he doesn't get that. So the crop is here to help us clarify what leg means to him. And that is the last thing that I'm working on with the crop, which is sometimes when we come back from a canter to a trot, he stretches to a stop.
No, I want to go over the bridge. The bridge is fun. He said the bridge is extra scary. Okay, hold on. She's just a normal lady, not scary. He's like, does not trust that my assessment. into it. Good boy.
Alright, hopefully I don't have any stranger danger. He was very, very good. Kept it short, like I said, only rode for 20 minutes. Keep walking, please. But I wanted him to start learning to push through the bit a little bit more, and he's still not great at that. But that's what I'm working on, and that's why I wanted this crop, because if I can't get him off of my leg, then I can't work on that. So we worked on today. He was a little bit spicy, but I think he doesn't quite understand what the crop means. Does it mean go really fast? Does it mean just the one transition? So that's why I said too, it's like I want to praise him when he does it right, keep my rides short in the beginning with the crop, and just let him realize that it's no different and it's no more difficult than what we've been doing. So I felt like the ride went really good today. I haven't watched the video, but it felt really good. And yeah, we're just cooling out now on a little walk. So I'll take a little video.
Yeah.
We gotta go left. We're not allowed to go right. Left is the only way we can go. To the right is the other barn that we don't know. Alright, I might need 2 hands for this. We'll see. You're fine. Alright, so that guy was an ass. And I'm not editing that out. He literally was the definition of one because he broke a glass bottle and then just drove off. Startled happy. He's like, oh boy. I know, he was a bad apple. Poor Happer. This ranch is for sale. It has 22 stalls. It is a gorgeous property. I looked at the listing. And it is $22 million. So a little bit out of our price range, buddy. Can't afford that. I know, it would be nice to ride in there. Lots of turnout. Good jump arena, good dressage arena. Alright. So yeah, he was just really good today. I'm really proud of him. Now you're startling, huh? You say every little noise scare him. Alright, he's already eating his apple, but he has a couple more pieces. I grabbed my phone. The video, how cute you are. There you go. Sweet boy. Oh, he says it's so good. It's so good. That's all I have. You need more?